this thing called Notting Hill Carnival.
Oh yeah.
And it's Notting Hill.
Notting
like the movie,
Hill.
Julia
I
Roberts.
heard. I
Say
didn't
your
hear.
words.
Yeah, I didn't hear what.
Hey.
I was saying Carnival,
Notting
Carnival. I heard Notting Hill. I was like, what the?
Fuck.
Notting
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill Carnival.
Notting
Hill
Hill
Have you ever been?
Carnival.
Notting Hill Carnival, a celebration of Caribbean and African culture.
Ooh. Let me get
And
that.
then we've got music festivals. Cost loads of money to go there for one weekend. Generally, it's rich kids, you know.
Of course.
Well, actually, it's a lot of kids. It is generally the middle class.
Are you talking about the music festivals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Reading Glastonbury Festival. It's middle class white kids predominantly that go there. Now, Carnival has a reputation, and if you ask anyone from Britain, if you say to them what you think of or what you know about Notting Hill Carnival, they'll be like, oh, you can't go there, you'll get stabbed, there's lots of drugs, there's violence, there's gangs. But then you say, oh, what's your impression of Reading, Leeds, Glastonbury? It's a really good time, you know, everyone's just having fun, blah, 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 blah. There's way more when they actually look at the statistics, and all the newspapers report it this way as well. So one fight at Carnival, it makes every front page. But actually, when you look at the statistics, the number of violent crime, the number of drugs taken, the number of arrests made in the festivals is way, way, way higher than the number of arrests, the number of drugs, the number of fights, whatever, at Notting Hill Carnival. And it's, totally... even though these statistics have come out and there was a big deal about it last year, opinions haven't changed. It's still there.
So the news is just publishing.
It's
basically telling people what they want to hear.
South
Right?
Africa, Cape Town is the leading country with the most violence.
The leading country?
Or the leading city.
It is!
With the most violence.
I
but it's
learned this.
never depicted
I
like
learned
that.
this.
It's always
a few
seen
years
as
ago.
the peaceful city because it's
Well,
predominantly white.
yeah. So I think the reason is because in the Cape Flat areas the gang violence,
It
right?
happens in
So that's
one
why
area.
if you look at the suburban areas, there's not as much violence there as apparently as if you go to Johannesburg.
Just going back to the other thing that you were saying as well about the penal system, I guess it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You said that right?
Arrest.
Yeah.
You did that.
I think it's called like the Freedom Institute, the ones that like go and help people who they think have been wrongly imprisoned and whatnot. And the statistics are crazy. Like the number of black youths that are charged as adults when they committed the crime as a child is significantly higher. So much higher than it is for white kids. And there was an analysis of words used in crimes.
Yes.
And when it's a white youth, it's like misled, mental problems, blah, 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 blah. When it's a black youth, it would be like, gang.
You see that a lot with the American shootings.
Juvenile delinquents.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the key words. And there can be
different.
two students at the exact same school that pretty much live the same life, but then depending on whether they're black or white, depends on which key words appear
There's
throughout the
such
story.
everything. It's like even with the two tennis players, Serena Williams and
Venus.
the Sharapova
Oh,
like if you look at how they're reported, they're not even on the same level. But you would think they are because of how Sharapova's reported. But like Serena's a beast, but she's like brought down to like this chick is, or even in certain things.
They don't make the same.
She destroyed
Well, I mean, tennis is one of the most racist sports.
Oh, yeah.
Like golf.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a country
yeah.
club sport.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's a whole different ballgame.
It is.
There
It's
was-
not look the same.
Well, I was going to go back to
about
about the gender thing. There was like a recent thing in the news that I was reading. Did you hear about a female student? I can't remember if she's from Oxford or Cambridge, so an elite university.
Oh.
She stabbed her boyfriend. I don't know why. She stabbed her boyfriend in the leg.
She's white.
She's white.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's white blonde, like very white. And so she did this, and her boyfriend obviously went to the police, and that she took her to court. And the judge was almost going to just write her off and be like, yeah, but if she goes to prison, it will really get in the way of her success in the future of becoming a doctor. This obviously caused an outcry in England, and because of that, now she's going to be put in prison.
Yeah.
But
Was that whole thing with Brock Turner, right? The Stanford rapist.
The rapist.
Who got
because he had a
like
promising swimming career.
6 or 3 months or something like that in prison
the
for
whole
rape.
Duke lacrosse
Because
team, like,
and
it's
the
just
the Duke lacrosse team was crazy.
the judge even said, because I don't want, it's going to be a shame to ruin his promising future.
And black people don't have a promising future.
It's dark anyway. Put them in prison.
Yeah.
That was one of the other keywords that appeared for white criminals. Promising future.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This was a man who was caught literally in the act of raping a woman who was
That was crazy.
And also, just going back to your other thing, talking about the difference between policing minority communities and policing white communities. Just, growing up, having 2 different groups of friends, only ever times I've been stopped and searched by the police. Black and Asian friends, always. And it's always, I've noticed this, they always come over and say, you match the description for someone that we've been looking for. And they'd always use like a really crazy crime. They'd be like, for armed robbery. And then they'd be like, so all we want to do is just sort of pat you down, check if you've got any drugs on you.
Scare you like a girl.
Yeah, exactly. They always chuck the big crime at you to be like, oh, well, I haven't got that to hide. So, check me.
You're quite right. They'll be like, oh, match the description for an armed robbery. So, of course, the person's like, I ain't got no gun on me. Go ahead and search me. Forgetting he probably got, like, a little bit of resin in his pocket. Exactly. Yeah. And they're like, oh, look what we found. You were smoking, huh? And it's like, but I didn't commit the armed robbery. That's all right. We're going to take you in for this. And now they're got. And then they face actual jail time for something that's ridiculous. And don't get me... Like, America... It kills me when they say there's no systematic racism. Because if you just look at the crimes, and what they exude... you get caught with cocaine, the time is already less than if you get caught with weed. And it's... I'm sorry, wait, what? How is that a possibility? Cocaine can cause so many more issues than weed. At least weed is herbal. But, it's just little things like that kill me. And then the amount that you're caught with is always an issue. I think only recently a lot of states have made it to where it's not criminal to carry an ounce or less.
For pot,
Yeah, for pot. I think...
What are they going to do with the people who...
Yeah, they have to go back. They have to...
Well, they've already started that process, but that's a ridiculously long process.
Yeah. So it's going to take a while for even all of them to be released.
So is that because cocaine's like a white drug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cocaine is predominantly used by white people.
That's what
weed is predominantly by minorities, so therefore, how else can you catch them? And there's been so many studies, such as
it's medicinal. Then I'm guessing you're carrying a paper saying that.
But that's still not legal everywhere. If I'm in Georgia, there is no there's if I'm caught with weed in Georgia, that's it. It's a wrap.
I don't know how much
it doesn't matter.
You know about drug law.
Even if you have your doctors.
Doesn't matter. It's not legal. Whether I have
Is crack treated separately to cocaine?
No, they're all Schedule 1 narcotics.
Okay.
So they classify them by schedule.
But then it's case by case, I guess, so they can release.
Depends if you have intent to sell, distribute, what you're doing with it.
Okay.
How is it
scales,
packaged, right?
Paraphernalia. Yeah, exactly. Little baggies of paraphernalia, scales, all that good stuff.
So, okay.
It's crazy to me on how they utilize and the documentary 13 on Netflix is quite interesting on how they showed that after slavery the South still needed bodies to help build the South. The South wasn't done building. After the Civil War, they had a lot of issues. So therefore, systematic slavery came into play with jails. So chain gangs, different ways of just kind of systematically raping the African American culture. It's very prevalent. It's probably more prevalent in the South than you would see it in the North, but it still exists. It still exists all throughout the country, and it's just crazy because a lot of those rules and laws are still in play today. That is still causing there to be such an outrageous number of African American men and women in jails, and systematic racism, I think, is one of the issues in most countries that is keeping.
So thank you very much for listening to part 1 of our 3rd episode on race relations.
Our podcast is produced by us. That's Liebe, Idara, myself, and Evan.
Also, we want to say thank you to Otis McDonald for the music you hear in the beginning and the ending of our podcast.
If you are dying to get in touch with us, you can reach us at whatIwishYouKnew2017@gmail.com.
Or visit our Facebook page, What I Wish You Knew.
Or Instagram at whatIwishYouKnew2017, all one word.
Yeah, you can contact us anywhere. We're everywhere online. All right. So
we're behind you.
We're also right behind you right now. Yes. So if you enjoyed our podcast, please give it 5 stars. And thank you very much for listening.
And please do not forget to check out part 2 of our episode.
Coming very soon. Thank you very much.
Yeah. To the point where we had a day called Cracker Day. Dead serious. I wish I was playing. This is the day you find a white person, you beat them up. It's just I never participated, but it was a real day.
You said that was your favorite holiday.
A lot like Christmas.
This is like
this is in Miami.
But just like you can't kill anyone. Just
for the listeners at home, Idara is currently beating up a white person right now.
Evan, it's okay.
You're
just take it.
I did ask her to do it.